say, because when you say, well, the Deputy Speaker is the chairman of the Constitution Amendment Committee, only recently, I think last week, the House shut down his bill, which was talking about rotational presidency. And in fact, he presided to make it double, you know. So is it always a guarantee that you could get these things done? I know how difficult that particular, when you talk about the gender bills, as they call them, regardless of the advocacy, regardless of the campaign, it didn't fly still.
So if you look at the rotational bill, it was the first reading and it was shut down because there was no consensus, there was no general acceptability. And of course, you know, again, they say it has been stepped down, but they would go and look at it critically and probably reintroduce it into the House. But you know, the interesting part about legislation, particularly in open forum and debate, is yes, the minority will have their say, but the majority will have their way. The exciting part is everybody will have a say, you know, and whatever take precedent is the one who has a stronger argument and who has been able to mobilize people to support their own argument. And that's the beauty of democracy. You know, without the National Assembly, this would not be a democracy. So again, if you look at particularly the reserved seat for women, it has garnered support across board, from the grassroots to the political elite, to women in political forum, to civil society, young people. Unlike other bills, this one is clear, and this does not threaten anybody's seat. You know, this just allows for women to compete among themselves. You know, so nobody would lose their seats. Just that there are more seats now that will be introduced at the State Assembly and at the National Assembly that would allow for women to run. You know, some political party at the last election during the primaries gave free ticket to women. Some say, 50% discount, just to ensure integration of women into politics. We believe that if we get this bill, then constitutionally we would be creating more room for women, and you know, future generation will not only understand leadership as just men. We want to see faces of women. You see Madam Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Madam Amina J. Mohammed. These are people doing very fantastic internationally, but we want to see more women within our politics nationally, to inform national development, to contribute their own quota in a very young and what I call emerging democracy, you know. So I'm optimistic that this bill will see the light of the day, unlike previous bill. And we've learned lessons. You know, we've learned lessons from, you know, all the other gender bills. And part of these lessons are shaping what campaigns and our messaging, and also reaching out to various stakeholders across board. But mind you, our Not Too Young to Run bill that is now law was not a walk in the park. It took over 11 years. And when we got it passed in 2019, it took over 2.5 years consistent campaign at the National Assembly. We got over 32 state assemblies, so even more than 2/3 majority, because we just need 24, but we got over 32. And then we gave the president, for the very first time, an ultimatum, and finally he signed. After jokingly even saying when he signed that we should wait to 2023. But we've seen, you know, youth inclusion now. For the first time, we have a minister of youth that is young. Before now, you get an older person. And now there's that change in narrative. Because before now, when you talk about youth, you see 50, 60-year-old men saying they're youth. But now there's a change in narrative, you know. And we hope that, you know, we will continue to deepen it. But we want to see more women, you know.
Right.